This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us. The Wisconsin Supreme Court will decide if tens of thousands of votes, perhaps your vote, actually counted.
It's the Trump administration's latest move, 4 weeks to the day after the election. Amy Reed is live to show us their arguments. Hi, Amy.
The lawsuit follows up on the same claims the campaign used to justify the recount if successful. Anyone who voted absentee in Dane or Milwaukee counties is at risk of losing their vote in this election. A lawsuit the Trump campaign filed today goes after voters in Dane and Milwaukee counties. Lawyers argue ballots from in-person absentee, indefinitely confined voters, and from Madison's Democracy in the Park events aren't valid. But only the park collection is the only thing that's even new this election. Madison City Attorney, who checked off the two-weekend event, is confident Trump's lawyers are wrong.
The Trump campaign certainly has a right to go to court to continue to challenge anything about the election. In my view, though, this had been entirely vetted before the election, and we're very confident that the program was legal.
At an Elections Commission meeting, mayors, clerks, and new poll workers defended the election in the state.
I have joked with my family since the election that anyone who is worried about the security of elections should spend some time with experienced poll workers, because they are the most fair-minded and detail-oriented people I have ever met.
But the commission itself still disagrees on the process.
I've lost all confidence in you as the chair.
A Republican on the Elections Commission called on the chair to resign, claiming she broke the law when she signed off on the election on Monday.
I can't see that we can go forward as a group. I don't think you realize, even at this moment, how much you have destroyed the bipartisan nature of what has gone on.
What I did was not illegal. You are misinformed about what took place and absolutely incorrect.
The commission administrator said in a statement Monday that the process the chair followed this year is the exact same as the process the chair followed in 2016. Governor Tony Evers, who is the main defendant in this case, has until 8:30 tonight to file his response, and that'll kick off a tight window for the state Supreme Court to make a decision before the state electors have to vote in less than 2 weeks.
Amy, thank you. A Republican candidate for Congress who narrowly lost to Ron Kind in November says his name is being used without permission as a plaintiff in a federal lawsuit to make President Trump the winner of Wisconsin's election. Derek Van Orden tweeted that he was named in the lawsuit without permission. The Journal-Sentinel reports former Trump attorney Sidney Powell filed the lawsuit today seeking a new election for Van Orden and for Governor Evers to certify the election for Trump instead of Biden. New at 6, Assembly Republicans have announced a legislative package to help the state respond to the COVID-19 crisis. According to a statement from Speaker Robin Vos, the package builds off Governor Evers' most recent proposals, provides emergency funding, and creates a roadmap for the state to move through the pandemic. The package includes creating a $100 million fund to respond to the public health emergency. It calls for establishing legislative oversight of a vaccine distribution plan, prohibits DHS and local health officers from requiring people to receive a COVID vaccine, and prohibits employers from requiring their employees to receive one. The plan also requires teacher instruction from school buildings by the end of January with exceptions, and also includes prohibiting local health officers from ordering closures or capacity restrictions on a certain type of business unless the closure applies to all businesses. To weather now, a sunny start to December. Let's check your first warn forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton. Hi, Dana.
Hey, we got to enjoy the sunshine today, but it was also just a little chilly outside. High temperatures a bit below average, still in the mid-30s though, but we started the day off in Madison at about 16 degrees. Now, it's not going to be quite as cold tonight. We'll drop to about 20. Areas north and west of Dane County likely going to see those temperatures in the teens again though. Tomorrow, not quite as chilly, mostly sunny in the low 40s. we're going to hold on to those sunny skies through the rest of the week and the weekend. Sunshine will stick with us even into the following week. We might see temperatures trending a bit above average even into the next week of December. But overall, it is just going to stay sunny and cool. We'll take a closer look at the temperature trend in just a few minutes, Eric.
Dana, thank you. State health officials confirm 98 new COVID-related deaths in the past day, 277 new hospitalizations. 15% of Wisconsin hospital beds remain available. There are more than 4,000 new cases confirmed today. It is a Tuesday and the first day the Alliant Energy Center is open for COVID-19 testing since the Thanksgiving holiday. You might think that means a busy day with long lines, but as Madeline O'Neill will tell you, that is not the case, and what health officials hope that means. Maddie?
Well, believe it or not, there's really not much of a wait, not even 15 minutes here at the Alliant Energy Center when Public Health Madison, Dane County were anticipating up to 3 or 4 hour long waits today. Now, they say this is likely the slowest Tuesday they've had in several weeks. This comes as state health officials are urging everyone who gathered over Thanksgiving to limit contact with others and get tested. Dade County public health officials hope the lack of people seeking testing here today may be a sign that many people did choose to limit their Thanksgiving celebrations.
Seriously, if this is because people didn't gather, I just want to thank everybody in Dane County for heeding that advice, keeping our gatherings very small and limited to immediate family to prevent the spread of COVID.
Public health officials say it could also be the case that people are trying to avoid potentially long lines today, and they're watching for a potential surge of those seeking testing in the next few days. Now, right now would be a good time to come get tested if you need to, with virtually no wait here. They are open for testing through 8 o'clock tonight.
A teenager's family wants you to know a lot about him. Mainly his death doesn't define his life. Still, that family also wants you to pay attention to what happened to 16-year-old Isai Morocho. Gabriela Becerra shares the story.
Isai Morocho's friends and family tell us he made a difference in people's lives, both at home and at Madison East High School. His family wasn't ready to speak on camera about him, but Isai's aunt said he was a good young man that was loving to his parents and siblings. In light of Isai's death, his family is reminding others that what happened to Isai could happen to anyone.
They wanted to share the cause of his passing yesterday so that we would remember the danger that COVID poses to all of us, and that we would do everything we can to keep ourselves and our loved ones safe.
Isai's aunt says her nephew is an example that COVID can happen to even a strong, healthy young man with lots of hopes and dreams. Principal Carney says resources are available for any students and staff who may need them. He says it's understandable to have a tough time dealing with this news and suggests students reach out to trusted staff if needed. In Madison, Gabriela Becerra, News 3 Now.
A GoFundMe page to help pay for funeral costs was started for Isai. As of this afternoon, the page has raised more than $22,000 out of a goal of $25,000. You can find a link to that on our website, channel3000.com.
A new report finds auto fatalities are up in Wisconsin despite fewer people on the roads during the pandemic. The Wisconsin Policy Forum report released today looked at crash data from March 14th through the end of July. And while all crashes and injuries were down compared to the same time period last year, crashes where someone was killed, well, those numbers were up. Alcohol-involved crashes were up 50%. Drug-involved crashes grew by 46%, and speeding-involved crashes were up 52%. The report says Wisconsin was out of step with national trends.
A Middleton man will spend the rest of his life in prison for stabbing another man to death outside of a casino. Robert Pulvermacher appeared in Sauk County Court today for killing 88-year-old Harold Johnson nearly 2 years ago. Brady Mallory joins us with details from the case and the emotional words Johnson's family had for their father's killer.
Well, today, Johnson's family members were able to tell Pulvermacher how much Harold Johnson meant to them. One of his daughters says the 88-year-old loved his family, friends, and served in the Army. Well, here's what happened. According to a criminal complaint, Johnson had lent $100 to Pulvermacher at the Ho-Chunk Casino in Baraboo in January of 2019. 2 days later, Johnson returned to the casino so Pulvermacher could pay him back. Surveillance video shows the two men walking outside together. A day later, someone found Johnson with 5 stab wounds, including 2 to the neck. It was revealed in court Pulvermacher stole Johnson's wallet and used the money in there to gamble for 7 hours after the stabbing. His daughter says Pulvermacher stole much more than money that night.
Personally, I hope that the memory of what you did to my dad haunts you every day and night for the rest of your life. I do know that I am not your judge. Only God will be your judge. I always have and always will trust in that.
The judge sentenced Pulvermacher to life without parole for first-degree intentional homicide. Early in today's hearing, Pulvermacher pleaded no contest to his charge. The judge found him guilty shortly after that.
Brady, thank you. And coming up next at 6, 3 local restaurant owners get a surprise donation on this Giving Tuesday. We'll hear how it's helping the owner of McGee's Chicken when we come back. Stay with us.
When you protect what's important to you from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in Wisconsin. Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we extend genuine value to our neighbors every day, especially during our Black Friday extended sale. Now through Wednesday, shop extended Black Friday deals throughout the store. Like half off this T-Fall cookware set. These men's Columbia fleeces, just $29.99. Save $100 on this Shark vacuum. And select dog treats and chews are buy one, get one free. Don't miss your last chance to get Black Friday bargains now through Wednesday at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten.
And I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me. So help me God.
Good luck, honey.
You got this. You got this. I believe with your investment, I can take this to the next level.
Mom, come skateboard.
Oh, look out! We'll get you on some physical therapy.
Dean Health Plan, we've got you covered, Taria.
Good news, we'll take 1,000 units. Okay.
Live your life with the plan for every moment. Dean Health Plan.
There's a call out for volunteers to help renovate the home of Anissa Scott's great-grandmother. The 11-year-old girl was shot and killed in August. Boys and Girls Club CEO Michael Johnson is looking for volunteer plumbers, carpenters, and landscapers. He posted on Facebook that Scott's great-grandmother is an elder in our community who lost 3 family members in less than 4 months. Anyone interested in volunteering can contact the Boys and Girls Club. For years, worked to teach underprivileged youth golf skills and life skills. Ever since the coronavirus pandemic began, it has been working overtime to help students in the Madison area with virtual learning. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of First Tee and will be hosting a special televised event to help First Tee raise money for Giving Tuesday. You can watch tonight on TVW at 7 o'clock. Donations can be made all night long, over the phone or online, just using the link on our website.
3 local restaurants got some great news on this Giving Tuesday. Business owners thought they were posing for a photo op for an Eat Street marketing campaign, but then they received a check. El Pastor Mexican Restaurant on South Park Street, Lao Lan Jiang on Willie Street, and McGee's Chicken in Sun Prairie each received a surprise $5,000 donation from Dream Bank and Eat Street. The owner of McGee's Chicken says he is grateful Eat Street has helped them keep going during the pandemic.
They have exposed our business to people that would have never known we were here.
for putting us on their site and having us there, and people was able to call in that couldn't actually come and get their food.
And he says the surprise donation motivates him and that when you stay positive, nothing can stop you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's called the greater good. At Quartz, it's what fuels our passion to better serve our members and our community. It's why we ensure easy access to the doctors, hospitals, and clinics of UW Health. It's what pushes us to invest in the name of community health and wellness programs and to find new ways to help those who need the help the most. But hey, you know all about the greater good. Quartz, health plans built with you in mind.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief.
Oh.
Xiidra is the only FDA-approved treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Spread holiday cheer and save more than ever at the Century House. Right now, give $50 or more to charity and get $400 off Stressless Mayfair recliners in all Paloma leather colors and $300 off most other stressless recliners. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. 'Tis the season to give a little and save big on stressless furniture. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
When the mercury dips below freezing, we know that snow and extreme cold aren't far behind. Now's the time to gear up for the season at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Help your home fight the cold with a new furnace filter, 3M window insulation kits, and portable zone heaters. Make sure your vehicle's good to go with a fresh battery or new set of tires. And save on cold weather boots, thermal underwear, and outerwear to keep your whole family warm. Find the best deals and selection on cold weather gear. That's genuine value from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Travels when we breathe, so playing a trumpet or flute in public doesn't exactly sound safe right now.
A Stoughton woman thinks she's found a fix. Jamie Perez shows us how her project is striking a chord with musicians all across the U.S.
Most of my customers are high-end musicians.
Katie Hopkins has spent the last 30 years fixing metal and wooden instruments. But these days, she's working with fabric.
My business dropped off a little bit, so I started making masks, just regular masks.
Katie sold those on Etsy for a while, but she eventually found a way to stitch the pandemic and her business together by making specialty masks for woodwind instruments. She came up with 3 prototypes over 3 months, then sent them to musicians to try them out. She finally developed a solid product and has sold more than 400 to universities around the country.
It has an extra hole in the side, which is where you put the flute head joint, and that allows the player to play and have their air be contained, because the problem with the flute is when you blow, a lot of your air goes into the room.
For brass players,
it has a slit in the front where the mouthpiece can go, and then a hole in the back where the mouthpiece can go up against the lips.
And for woodwinds,
it's just kind of a regular mask, but it has a chin strap that's adjustable, and this part is adjustable as well, so you can kind of fit the mouthpiece up underneath it when you play.
A lot of her musician friends told Katie when the pandemic first started they were just cutting holes into regular masks, which didn't protect anyone. But now that she's found a safe way for musicians around the country to perform through the pandemic,
it's made it much easier for them to function in public, in a public rehearsal situation, and feel safer.
In Stoughton, I'm Jamie Perez.
Yeah, who would have known a year ago that I'd be making these masks? I wouldn't have ever dreamed it.
News 3 now.
Katie Hopkins hopes she doesn't have to make these forever, but while the pandemic goes on, you can contact Katie online, and we have a link at channel3000.com.
Clear skies, a little warmer tomorrow. Dana joins us now with your full forecast.
We're going to hold on to the sunshine, and it's going to be a few degrees warmer for tomorrow afternoon as we look ahead through December. This is a month where our temps fall quite a bit as we look at our average highs from the 1st all the way to the 31st. Usually our average in the mid-30s. Today we saw temperatures right there, pretty close to average for the first day of the month. By the end of the month, we're expecting our high temperatures to be in the upper 20s with overnight lows in the low teens. Overall, we see just over a foot of snow in December, and as we look ahead through the next 10 days, we really don't have any snow opportunities building in for us. No rain opportunities either, though. Currently 25 in Madison, 30 in Janesville, pretty close to where we were at this time yesterday. We have a clear sky right now, so overnight our temperatures will drop quite a bit. It'll be chilly early in the morning, near 20 degrees in Dane County, and areas north and west will likely see those overnight temperatures in the teens. Afternoon highs tomorrow will be in the low 40s with sunny skies expected. The sunshine and a light breeze won't be too bad, but it will still feel a little cool outside. By Thursday morning, low temperatures will be in the low 20s. Afternoon high temperatures will be climbing to the upper 30s, very close to 40 degrees. Speaking of snow in December, as far as a white Christmas is concerned, it's always very likely that we will have one for areas north of Madison, a 60 to 75% chance. Last year we did not have a white Christmas, but several Christmases prior to that we did have several in a row. For areas south, that percentage does decrease, but areas north very likely once you get north of the Dells. Again, as we look ahead through the next 10 days, we just don't have a lot of chances for rain or snow. In fact, this future track takes us not just to this Friday, but into next Friday. So stretching all the way through our forecast, very, very unlikely that we'll have anything in southern Wisconsin. Could see some light snow for areas to the north, but that's not really going to stick around for much. With these cooler temperatures overnight, a lot of the ski places starting up those snow guns, so that's some good news for any of our skiers and snowboarders, but for us, just not seeing anything in the backyard right now. Generally a dry trend for much of the Midwest in that 8 to 14 day outlook. Mostly sunny skies for tomorrow, certainly not as chilly outside with high temperatures in the mid to low 40s. We're expecting temperatures to be in the upper 30s as we look ahead to Thursday and Friday. Mostly sunny skies into the weekend with highs close to 40 for both Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, though, will be just a bit breezy outside. And as we look ahead to the following week, a little bit of a change. We get partly sunny skies instead of mostly sunny, but high temperatures continue to trend close to 40. That's a quick look at our forecast.
And coming up in sports, Tyler Wall did it all for the Badgers off the bench against the Phoenix. His stat-stuffing performance is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Outlets at the Dells with 60 of the world's biggest brands. We thrill the trendsetters and all who love a smokin' hot discount. Save up to 70% off and receive a free pair of Vera Bradley slippers with $250 in same-day receipts. Visit customer service for full details.
Get more home for the holidays now with the Brothers Maine Black Friday is Today sale. Shop online or safely in store to get up to 38% off and up to $2,000 back on qualifying GE Cafe and GE Profile appliances. Check out our Hot Point top-load washer and dryer. Buy the pair and pay only $4.49 each. This is your Black Friday store for more, including free delivery. The Black Friday is Today sale. Hurry in today for more selection, more savings, and more home for the holidays from the Brothers Maine. Your local store for more since 1938.
It's here, Black Friday, every day at Menards. These amazing deals last through December 6th. Give the gift of power and performance with this Masterforce Drill and Impact Driver Kit. Just $119. This 22-foot aluminum multi-position ladder can be positioned in 5 different ways. On sale for $109. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
With When roads get wet and your tires are in bad condition, accidents happen. Meinake's technicians will inspect, repair, or replace your tires as needed to make sure you stay safe on the road. Stop in or make an appointment online today. Meineke, doing car care right.
Outlets at the Dells with 60 of the world's biggest brands. We thrill the trendsetters and all who love a smoking hot discount. Save up to 70% off and receive a free pair of Vera Bradley slippers with $250 in same-day receipts. Visit customer service for full details.
Hey folks, Wednesday morning as you look for the perfect holiday gifts, you might be looking at some of those pop-up holiday markets or craft fairs.
But a growing number of those events are scams designed to steal your identity. We'll take a look tomorrow morning.
Today, Bill Ryan is probably wearing one of those split jerseys moms wear when their kids are playing against each other. Half Wisconsin, half UW Green Bay, because his protege, Greg Gard, is taking on his son, Will Ryan. Also, Freddie Owens is on Will's staff, so lots of former Badgers at the Kohl Center. First half, though, wasn't the prettiest for Wisconsin, but this was. Micah Potter rocks the rim with the two-handed slam. He finished with 14. Potter was one of 5 Badgers in double figures. Brad Davison was one of those Badgers. His triple put Scotty up 20. And how about Tyler Wall? His first career double-double, and he did it off the bench. 11 points, 15 boards, 4 dimes, 2 blocks, and 2 steals, all in 20 minutes. Badgers moved to 3-0 with a 40-point win. The best matchup to watch Saturday just might be the Wisconsin defensive backs going up against the Indiana receivers. And the Hoosier wideouts have been getting a lot of hype, which makes sense. It's a unit that's averaging over 200 yards per game, and in 6 games they've scored 10 touchdowns. Well, let's not forget about the Badgers secondary. Those guys can play too, and they plan on making a statement this weekend.
I think we match up well. I like this group to go out there and kind of make a statement versus a very good group. Like I said, we look forward to the challenge. It's going to be fun.
The big key is just winning our matchups. It's a great challenge for us. It's a great opportunity. I got the utmost respect for their receivers because they make a lot of plays. So, we're ready to be challenged.
It's not Thursday, but it's still a TBT. 8 years ago today, Wisconsin faced Nebraska in the Big Ten title game. You could say the Badgers ran all over the Huskers. As a team, Wisconsin racked up 539 yards on the ground. Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball each rushed for over 200 yards, while James White ran for over 100. The trio combined for 8 touchdowns and whooped Nebraska. 70-31 was the final in that one. And there's a new era underway at Forward Madison. The Flamingos officially introduced Carl Craig as the club's new head coach, and he brings over 30 years of coaching experience to the flock, including a stint with the Minnesota United. But he's more than just a soccer coach. In the 80s, Craig was in a couple punk rock bands and toured with Chumbawamba. And apparently when he was 11, he gave himself a tattoo. How about that, Eric?
It's pretty impressive, and it goes well.
That.
Isn't that great? Chumbawamba, too. A reference to Chumbawamba in one of our newscasts. Maybe unprecedented. Let's go to Dana. Dana, final check of the forecast.
Sunny skies expected for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Tomorrow won't be quite as chilly outside. Highs will be in the low 40s and the upper 30s for Thursday and Friday, so still staying above average. That's likely how we'll continue into next week with partly sunny skies and high temperatures and the low 40s.
All right, Dana, thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening.